what else would you like to tell us about?
What else do I want to tell you about Foreclosure Gothic? I don't it's hard to say. I want everyone to read it. I think that it's and at any rate it's an interesting book. It's not a traditional novel, which is cool, and I like.
I couldn't tell where it was going to go. Like, I thought like, okay, he's going to become a famous actor and everything, and
Yeah.
it was off.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think uncertainty and like providing space for the reader to kind of like turn things over in their mind is really important. And if anything, it's like the kind of book I want people to like walk away and think about.
It made me want burritos.
Burritos, yeah, good. Yeah, with or without cilantro.
Cilantro.
Um, um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like we were kind of talking about this before, and I feel like it was a book that I'd written like with the sense of like discovery versus invention. Like it's always like something that I'm struggling. The characters are struggling. The characters are struggling within me in this very way that feels really real and authentic to me and important. And it's an act. I hope it's an activating novel versus one that like a thought-provoking novel that instead of answering questions, it kind of opens them.
So are you going to put out a book on Cash for Gold?
I don't know. I'm still weighing the future options. I really want to put that mental health professional book out because I feel like it can spark some interesting conversation. Um, we'll see what happens, but I'm still exploring those options and small steps. I'm actually going to Pittsburgh at the end of August for this reading series that Jake Maynard runs. I forget the name of it, but it's a cool thing. Books are cool like that. Like I want to try to like see the world through my book. Like
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I did. Did a reading at Hidden Palace, and it was one of the first like readings I've done. It was the first reading I did of my memoir, and just it reintroduced me to this idea of that there is community, and it got me addicted because it's I think as writers we can be incredibly lonely.
mhm. Yeah, well, yeah, and story for it too is like kind of this incredibly encouraging uh space.
It
Um
was just great.
yeah, it was like summer camp. It felt like summer camp. And but yeah, I just love this idea of like trying to see the world and like going places in a kind of like unorthodox way. Like I grew up like skateboarding and we would always take these trips, we'd go to Pittsburgh, we'd go to DC, we'd go to Florida, we'd go to Colorado, like we go to all these different places. But then you go to these places and you're like, oh, we're gonna go over to where that like stair set is, like down this random street in this random neighborhood. We're not like going there to sample the food or see the sights. Like we're going there to skate these spots that you know about, and you get to see a different version of America like that. And that's why when the Pittsburgh thing came up, I was kind of like, oh, I really want to go because I want to go and like them to introduce me to like the people in Pittsburgh, through like that way.
Like the skate scene or the writing scene.
The writing scene, like
Yeah.
trying to view it as like a different kind of skateboarding.
Yeah, and go to the Warhol Museum. It was interesting. We did that, and that I mean, we were like performing there and doing reading there. It's funny. We did a reading where other people read and JT read, and then I actually, for the first time ever, as Speedy was reading some of JT's work, and they cut off the camera because I wasn't important.
Oh,
At the Warhol Museum.
ridiculous.
That's
Yeah,
great. That's like classic, you
some
know.
irony. Yeah.
Who were you editing for when you first wrote to me? What was it?
What magazine?
Yeah, we wrote,
Fence magazine. Yeah, Rebecca Wolf founded it like 25 years ago.
and then what's her
More,
name?
more,
She was kind of canceled for a little while.
oh, Elizabeth Allen.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah, I love her too. Yeah.
What is the name of the magazine or the
Hobart.
Hobart?
Yeah, no, you read a story of mine in Hobart. I used to publish there a lot. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, she's
Yeah. I'm a big Hobart fan. I was really disappointed. Shout out to EE. I was really disappointed how people kind of attacked her after that Alex Perez interview. That was like really disappointing to me. I thought that people weren't really behaving like artists.
I don't even know what that was about. Like what I haven't really what happened.
He was just like talking about woke stuff without really like prefacing it with like, like, well, there's some problems, like this is how I feel about this. It wasn't very gentle. Um, I don't remember precisely, but
Yeah, and she's just cool enough to go with just like let it rest transparently. And
yeah, and she's fearless and she like fought it and she knew I feel like it's hard to like see like a few weeks ahead and she saw like years ahead and she was like, I'm just gonna keep doing this and people I think it's like stronger than ever now because of that.
she took my back early on, so I Elizabeth Ellen, that
Yeah,
was
she told me that you don't apologize for stuff like that or else they'll just come at you worse. Is that something that you experienced?
what do you
When like the JT stuff was happening, did you like issue an apology? Yeah, good.
I'm like, you bought a book. If you had a personal relationship with JT, then that's between you and me, and we can have, and I can explain it, the intense mental complexity. And in my book, if you read the memoir, I was writing it, I was reading it, and I was like, holy shit, the levels of like, and yeah, I write about it pretty honestly. There's forms of disassociation that are pretty intense. But no, I to apologize was like to apologize for what? For like I made art that saved a lot of people's lives and that didn't
Right,
change. And I helped formulate language that didn't yet exist. And how can you tell me you love something and you find out the author is different? I didn't steal any money. I didn't uh, it's like if you were jerking off to a little boy, that's your issue. If you bought a book and were carrying it around and never read it and blah, 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 and invested all this stuff in it, that's your issue.
right.
You're mad that I'm 15 years older, and I'm not from West Virginia, again, you're fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's something I struggle with. It's like I'm always trying to like center the art. Like I would kind of like love to be provocative online and stir some stuff up because I feel like that would actually help sell books and like generate attention and shit. But I really think it's important to just like kind of like rest, like let the art kind of like speak and like the artist behind it is just it doesn't really matter. And I feel like that's kind of like what that Elizabeth Ellen thing was at its heart kind of like about, but it was just kind of like maybe baggaged in like a clumsier way.
Anyway, okay, so I encourage everyone to go out and buy Foreclosure Gothic and also buy a house from Harris
Please, yeah. Fund
and
my novel.
a house, the novel's cheaper and it is on Astra House Books. And thank you so much for being a guest on literally.
Literally, I literally had a lot of fun, Laura, so thanks for inviting me.